And we'll be able to come in and actually decide on work side by side. And if you ever made
Woman, Georgia, and then this is their, what is the Well-Armed Woman, Georgia?
We're a group of volunteers that get together. We're a 501c charity. We get together and we train, educate, equip, and empower women to feel comfortable holding a handgun and protecting their children and their families from an intruder or a break-in their cars or whatever. A woman really needs to be prepared to handle a gun and take care of herself these days.
So do you encourage a woman to have in her possession a gun at all times, or what?
Yes, I carry at all times. You never know the situation. I mean, if something were to happen, I definitely am prepared to pull that gun out and protect anyone who's around me, and hopefully, take down any, the threat. It's stopping the threat is the big deal.
I have a carry permit myself. But I don't know how I would react in a situation because I've never been in a situation.
That's what we do. We get together once a month. We practice. We practice pulling our gun from wherever it's hidden. We practice situations in our home. I mean, my bedroom is where if I had to shoot someone coming in, I'd have to shoot down the hall left-handed. So I practice shooting left-handed when I'm right-handed. It's all about being prepared. If you don't practice, you're not going to be prepared.
It's all about practice.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Sure is.
I agree with you. Thank you very much.
We hope y'all join us.
The Well-Armed Woman. How do they find out more about you?
They can go to the website, TWAW, or just Google The Well-Armed Woman. There's a chapter near you.
Hi, I'm Don Weathers with 24 Bell Bond. We're located on Xena Drive, just right down from the jail. You can't miss me with this big bright yellow building and the red trim. And there's my phone number right there. Put it in your phone. Keep me on speed dial. You never know when you're going to need me. But I guarantee you when you do, I'm going to treat you like family, and we're going to get you out of jail no matter where you're at in the state of Georgia. We have several locations, so it doesn't matter what you're charged with or where you're at. We're going to come to your rescue. We're going to get you out of that old stinky jail. You call me 770-382-2424 and we'll be there when you need us.
SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you find a huge selection of high-end mattresses without paying high-end prices? SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you save 50 to 80% off retail every day? SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. We offer the lowest prices on the best name brand mattresses. SOS Mattress and Clearance Center on Highway 41 in Cartersville, 1 block south of Home Depot.
Everybody, this is Wendy Allen. Hey, Wendy Allen.
Hello.
What's the name of this place?
This is Hickory Log Vocational School
Up here in White, Georgia.
in White, Georgia.
And what is Hickory Log Vocational School?
Hickory Log currently is a personal care home for adult males that have intellectual or developmental disability. And we have been in existence for 47 years. And I say currently because we're looking to expand our services. We're already providing, Joey wants to be in here, we're already providing some community supports for a couple of young ladies. And we're looking to also provide some other supports for young men that choose to still live at home, but want some other things to do.
How long do people live here?
I have one that just moved in a week ago, but my longest resident that has been with Hickory Log has lived here for 42 years in January. I have another one that's been here for 41 years.
Right.
And we have at least 6 or 7 that have lived here for at least 20 years.
Is there a waiting list?
No, we actually have 2 openings right now. We have been in kind of a reconditioning state for the last year, but we're about ready to actually fill those other spots. We were just kind of holding on.
Now, does family have to pay you to be here? Is this something that comes out of the family's pocket, or how does this work?
Our residents here pay us from their Social Security checks.
From their Social Security
Yes.
checks.
So the average Social Security check for our guys is about $780 a month. And our tuition is $1,100 a month, and that's 24/7 care, transportation, of course the food, taking them to doctor's appointments, and anyone whose Social Security check cannot cover that, we get community donations
Now
to
you
sponsor.
everybody seems very comfortable here. I mean, it's just, let me just scan in here, but this is the living room, and behind us here is the. Does this include meals? I mean, you give meals?
Everything, yes, and 2 snacks a day.
And 2 snacks a day.
Yes.
Now, do people step out temporarily? Go? I mean, do they leave for a couple days at a time to go with family? And
Sometimes they do. We have all but 3 of our guys have family, and they do go places with them. We have one that's going for a birthday party in Atlanta tomorrow evening, and of course he goes home and visits with family at holidays some. But for the most part, they're raring to get back here.
are they ready to get
come
back
home.
here? And
Yes.
how many employees do y'all have?
We're pretty bare bone right now. We're functioning on 8 staff. That also includes me, and so the state says that we should be able to do a 1 to 15 ratio, which means 1 staff to 15 people. But when you're cooking their meals and doing everything, that's pretty tough. But
Now, do you have enough? Is there enough money coming in, or do you need state, federal funding, or do you need?
yes, we definitely need some funding. If it weren't for the United Way contributions that we get every year, United Way is really good to us. And also Anheuser-Busch has put on a bike ride for us for 17 years. If it weren't for those things, and then just in general community donations, we wouldn't be able to operate. We're looking to get some funding, but the way that the federal government looks at it is if you have more than 4 beds, you're actually considered an institution. You're not considered a home. So for anybody that has more than 4 beds, the federal government won't let you fund residential services. If I only had 4 guys, we would get $51,000 a year per guy.
Wow, really?
But because I have 21, we get nothing. And my thought process is that in the early 70s when Hickory Log was created, we have paperwork that the state agencies were so thrilled to have Hickory Log serving the Northwest Georgia area, and really North Georgia as a whole, because prior to Hickory Log coming in existence, Warm Springs down south was about the only choice. So that's where people would have to send their loved ones, and to have a place that was up this way was just a blessing. The day services that the people who originally created Hickory Log, and they did some day services just because at that time people with intellectual or developmental disabilities was considered uneducable and untrainable, and those families said no. So from that, they did a really great day program where they were teaching them job skills and other things. And from there, then the families all over North Georgia wanted it for their people. So then they had to create a residential aspect. It started with males because the original founders actually had a son that had Down syndrome. And so, it's been humbling to look back, and I have a daughter with disabilities, and I thought that my dreams and my thought processes were just, way out there, and to realize that it's the same dreams that these people had 47 years ago. It's just been like, this is really what I'm supposed to be doing, to take it from where they started, pick up that torch and keep going.
How can people out there help?
Oh, we have a website, so we have a needs list on our website. We have a Facebook page, but our needs list is on our website, so any of our donations that, you know, we're in need of, I'll place on there, and of course financial contributions, because we're exploring some grants as well, but unfortunately most of the time grants won't allow that to be for staffing. And that's what our guys need for the most part, is they need staff to get them in the community and help them live, you know, as successful of a life as they can, doing what they want to do.
Everybody, this is Wendy Allen. Tell everybody what's your website.
Our website is www.hickorylog.org, and Facebook is Hickory Log Vocational School.
Hey David, welcome to Treasure Chest Outlet. Come on, let me show you a few bunk beds we've got. We have 4 or 5 models in stock. We have plenty in the catalog that we can order, but kids love bunk beds and they save space in the kids' bedroom. Rustic is hot items right now. We have a lot of items in Rustic. We have TV stands, sofa tables, occasional tables. We also have rustic dining tables and rustic bedroom suites. Come on by at Treasure Chest Outlets and check us out. You just never know what you're going to find. We're located at 927 North Tennessee Street in beautiful Cartersville, Georgia.
Here at Cartersville Cell Phone Repair, we do more than just sell accessories. We can also repair your tablets, your iPhones, Samsungs, you name it. We can repair your old PC, or we can build you a brand new one. Is your phone locked by Google? We can fix that. Are you tired of financing your phone? Buy one outright. You can also unlock your phone from AT&T, T-Mobile, Metro. So stop in or call us today.
I'm Megan from Planet Fitness.
Megan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You know, I see everybody, a lot of people joining a gym and they have the best intentions and I'm going to do this, but 2 months later they're not doing anything.
Right.
What do you tell these people?
I try to tell them to keep consistent, but not overdo it. So I think we were just talking about, most people try to do a 6-7 day week kind of thing. You get burnt out. You want to give yourself a break, especially during the first start of it. That way you're keeping that consistency later on, adding days to it, but rather than starting out going, you know, the full week.
Now I see people that gyms have done wonders. I mean, wonderful things. Lost 50 pounds.
Right. Oh yeah.
But they're consistent. They go 3 days a week, every week.
Right.
And then they feel horrible if they don't go.
Right. So that's the thing too. If they're going 6 days a week, once they, you know, take a break, take a weekend off kind of thing, that's when they're falling off. Because once they've seen that I broke my 6th day, let me stay out for 6 days kind of thing. That's when you see that inconsistency in their schedule.
Megan, everybody. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you.
Small Bridges Adoption Solutions, one child at a time. What is that?
We are a nonprofit that raises funds to help Christian families with their adoption expenses. So we don't do the adoption, we just try to help with the costliness of the adoption. So we would encourage you to help us get the word out to your family or friends that might be thinking about adopting and have shied away from it because it's possibly too costly.
Well, how costly is adoption?
We have helped one family that their adoption was over $40,000. Now, most of the time it's not quite that much, and we don't fully fund it.
Where does all that money go?
Well, it's usually if they're working with an adoption agency, and then there may be some medical bills of the natural mother that need to be helped paid by them. So it can get very costly if someone doesn't have medical insurance.
$40,000, and you help with those expenses.
We do.
Wow. What's the average weight now on an adoption? Any idea?
Well, like I said, we don't actually do the adoption.
Right.
So it depends on if they're waiting for a baby or if they're willing to take, a child that's already waiting for adoption. So we've seen it happen very quickly, and we help with all kinds of adoptions.
Now
It could be international or domestic.
You say you're a Christian company.
Yes,
What-
we do ask that they be a Christian family, and we of course vet them. We ask for a letter from their pastor and so forth.
And then you'll get in and you'll help them. You'll help them raise the funds and pay for the adoption.
Well, and we raise funds.
You
too.
raise them.
We raise funds, and we try to give them ideas and suggestions on how to raise funds themselves. A lot of what we give in our grants are actually matching grants. So we want them to have buy-in. We want them to earn money that we can match.
Do you have a website?
Yes, smallbridges.org.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Image screen printing and window tint can print your stickers, vinyl graphics, and vehicle wrap designs. We use the latest technology in window film to cut patterns for your car with precision cuts. Image is the only authorized Lumar window film dealer in Cartersville since 1988, offering a lifetime warranty on cars, trucks, big trucks, and commercial professional installation. We also have a large assortment of apparel to choose from. You can pick out colors and see available printed shirts for ideas and logo designs. Image makes custom yard signs, banners, magnetic signs, business cards, and much more. Call us 770-386-0025 or come visit us at our new location, 301 North Tennessee Street in Cartersville, right next to Weinman Stadium. Go Canes!
Everybody, this is Casey Bond. Nice to meet you, Casey.
Nice to meet you.
How long you been in the septic tank cleaning business?
I've been in this business since 2009, but I've been on my own since 2016.
How far out do you travel?
Well, I go all the way up to Lawrenceville. I've gone over to Ringgold. I've gone down to McDonough. I've even been down to Heard County, down Noonan area. But yeah, just that's about where I go, and I like Cartersville area too.
Why should somebody consider Elite Septic?
Well, one of the main reasons is I'm a flat rate company. What I tell you over the phone is what you pay when I leave. So I don't upcharge or nothing like that. But don't take my word for it. Go online, look at the reviews. You can go to my website, www.eliteseptic.com. There's some reviews on there. But just look them up. You know, Home Advisor has them on there. But yeah, just don't take my word for it. Just the reviews will speak for themselves.
Casey Bond, everybody, Elite Septic. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm here with Susan Dodd and Jennifer Motes from the Cartersville Daily Tribune, and you guys are a presenting sponsor of this event. How many years have you guys participated in this event?
This is our third year as the presenting sponsor.
Okay. Now, we were talking a little bit earlier, and you guys have seemed to really step up your game at the Cartersville Daily Tribune.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? I've been noticing a lot more feature stories, a lot more special interest stories, and I think it's just really, made people really want to look for the news.
Right. We try to focus on our community, and so we've had some new people come in that are doing some focus on the community. It's all local stories, and trying to feature different people from Bartow County. That's kind of our thing, is to make sure that we're representing our local community with the local news.
Is anything interesting going on the advertising front?
We have, we always have something going on in our advertising department. We have our Discover Bartow, which is our magazine that comes out quarterly, and this is our most current one.
It's a good looking piece too.
Yeah, and this came out on March the 18th, and you can find it throughout the community. It was inserted into the Daily Tribune subscriber paper, and then you'll find it just countertop throughout the community. It's all slick color publication, and you can see the pictures are beautiful and the ads. So there's a lot of advertising opportunity available. But what's most exciting about it is the stories. People love the stories that are in here. There's a lot of feature stories about the people in Cartersville, and so people that you may know, or people that you may not know, but it'll be more in-depth information about things and people, places here where we live. There's a calendar of events in it, so we're really excited. Currently it's quarterly, so the next one will come out in the summertime.
All right, now Susan, how long have you been with the Tribune?
Oh, 17 years in the advertising department.
And I know you're the happiest ad salesperson I've ever seen.
I
Always
am. I
smiling.
enjoy my job. I do. I enjoy meeting people and going out and calling on people. And we have our lawn and garden special also fixing to come out. And so contact us if that's something that might be of interest to your business.
All right. Well, Jennifer and Susan, thank you so much for all you guys do for the community. And it's good seeing y'all here.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hey Cartersville, we're excited to announce that we have a new product line of our probiotics. They of course are refrigerated. They're Garden of Life raw probiotics with a very high count of live bacteria. And we also brought in some new Garden of Life raw organic protein meal replacements and complete meals. So come see us. You know where we're located at downtown historic Cartersville on Main Street.
Hi, this is Chris Boyd. Nice to meet you, Chris.
Thank you, David. Nice to meet you.
Now, what's your role in this home building today? What are you doing out here?
I'm setting the trusses on the house.
Which means you control that truck right there.
Yes, sir.
Is that your business?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been doing that?
19 years.
So you know what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
You don't waste time?
No, sir.
Now, why would somebody call you?
Set trusses on houses, air conditioning units on top of roofs. I set roofing materials on roofs.
So you'll do a small job, large job, you'll do whatever. You just call, you set an appointment, and you'll be there.
Yes, sir. I do signs, too. A lot of signs.
You do signs?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, it's Chris Boyd. Nice to meet you, Chris.
Thank you, sir. Nice to meet you, David.
Everybody, this is the Okra Girl. Hey, Okra Girl.
Hello there.
What is the Okra Girl?
The Okra Girl is a city girl turned country, or trying to, looking for my country girl roots.
And what do you sell? I mean, what is it?
Everything. I sell soap, lotion, body butter, scrubs, bath teas, lip balm, candles, laundry soap, all natural.
You buy all this stuff on Amazon?
No, I make it all. I have a lovely little soap shed in my backyard, and I get to spend many wonderful hours in it.
Why go something locally made like this? What's the...
Well, it supports your local businesses for one thing, but also it's just better for your body, you know, to not have the chemicals and I guess other things that the big businesses put into it.
Okay. Now show me something. Show us, educate us.
Oh, I'm going to show you the cutest thing I've done this year.
Okay.
This is seasonal. It's an Easter egg. It has the Easter egg seasonal soap on a bed of Easter grass. And,
what is it for? I mean, what do you do with it?
Oh, it's soap. You wash
it's
with
soap.
It.
So that's soap. Okay.
Yeah. This is something. The glasses I found in my attic. I found 20 of them. Have no idea what I had done with them, but now they're a very lovely candle.
It's beautiful.
Cut through in the Georgia woods.
I like that. Okay. Now it's not something you'd really use. That's set in your house somewhere. You'd set it somewhere on your shelf, and it's just a permanent kind of decoration, right?
Well, I'd burn it myself because
you do.
The whole room will fill up with the scent and just make you love being home.
Hey, this is Joe Wilson, co-owner of Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, Cartersville's locally owned funeral home, serving all of Bartow County since 1977. The biggest difference of our funeral home here in Bartow County, Cartersville, is that we are a locally owned funeral home. We make all our decisions right here in the funeral home. When people walk in the door, they're going to meet the owner and know that we're making decisions on what's best for the families that have placed their trust and confidence in us and the needs of our community. One thing we always say to families that place their trust in us is ask a family we have served. We want people to know that when they come here for probably one of the most difficult experiences in their life, that they can feel comfortable with us. On behalf of myself and all the staff here at Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, we want you to know it would be our honor to serve your family during your time of need. Please call us at 770-382-0034.
Hi, this is D. Hey, D.
How you doing?
You consider yourself an artist?
I do.
How long you been doing this?
I've been doing this for 16 years now, and we've been at this location for 3.
Now, what does Southern Grace Tattoo Gallery do?
We try to offer a person a custom tattoo, great designs, quality work, clean environment. Yeah, we try to do all around anything that you need, whether it be from new school to traditional work. We can do anything you want.
Hi, I'm Kevin LaBella. I'm the senior pastor at Sam Jones Memorial United Methodist Church, and it's my honor and privilege to come before you and just speak for just a couple of minutes about Easter. For those of you who know me know that one of my passions is music. I was a trumpet player before I came into the ministry and played in symphonies and jazz and so forth. When I was little, my parents asked me what instrument I wanted to play, and my response to them was the cymbals. The reason I said I like the cymbals because it seemed like when I was listening to a symphony that whenever the music got very, very exciting, it seemed to climax with the cymbals being played. And so I think that's true. In a piece of music, it's an important part is this climax. The cymbals will sound and it marks something very important. In the Christian life, there are a few cymbals that crash. Christmas is a crash of the cymbals. But perhaps no bigger moment in Christian life than Easter. Easter is the resurrection of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. That's what we're celebrating. On Good Friday, Jesus was placed on the cross, and he suffered and he died for our sins. We believe that in just a miraculous and wonderful way, that Jesus took the sins of the world upon himself as he was crucified on that Good Friday. He was laid in the tomb. And then on that Sunday that we call Easter, the women went to the tomb in order to properly prepare his body for burial. They couldn't do it on Friday because that was the Sabbath. So on the first day of the week, the Sunday, they went to do that. But when they got to the tomb, they noticed that the tomb was empty, that Jesus was no longer there. They had broken the bonds of sin and death and risen from the grave. You know, Paul says that if it wasn't for Easter, all that we do and say in the Christian life is foolishness. It's for nothing. Yes, Jesus was a great teacher. Yes, Jesus taught us the way to live. That Jesus taught us how to live a life of service and love, but Easter's the power of our faith. That Jesus broke those bonds of death and sin. And because of Easter, we believe that we have life abundant and everlasting. One of the things I really like to do is to go to the Holy Lands. I like to go and bring people there so they can experience walking where Jesus walked. And on my first trip there, one of my friends said, "Did you visit the grave where Jesus is buried?" And I said, "Well, you mean where Jesus was buried?" And he said, "Well, whatever." That's not whatever. Easter's not a whatever kind of day. Easter is the greatest celebration in the Christian year. It's the greatest celebration in the Christian's life. The fact that Jesus rose from the grave. And because he rose, we can have life also. I hope you will celebrate Easter. I hope you will celebrate the resurrection. Not only on Easter Sunday, but celebrate it in your life. There's a little chorus that goes, every Sunday is Easter Sunday from now on. Every day's Resurrection Day. The past is over and gone. Goodbye sin, goodbye fear, good riddance. Hello Lord, hello Son. I'm one of the Easter people. My new life has begun. I wish that for you too, that you can take hold of Easter and celebrate it not only as a day in the year, but also as a reality in your life. The power and joy and glory of the risen Christ. I'm Kevin LaBella. I appreciate this opportunity to come to you. God bless you and happy Easter.